You're back with the App Show. Mike Agerbo here with Graham and John, talking about different apps and tech we can use during the pandemic here. Obviously, a lot of us will be spending extra time at home. I want to talk about some of the lighter side of apps, some of the games that we can try out. John, I'm going to start with you. What are you recommending?
Well, I'm a huge fan of all the Jackbox game packs that you can get. And the great thing about these are literally like family-friendly games, or not family-friendly, more adult-themed games, trivia games, that kind of thing that you can play together using your smartphone as your controller, basically. And it's available on literally every platform I can think of. You can get it on all of your gaming consoles. You can get it on your computer. You can even install it on a Fire TV stick, and I think it's even available on Apple TV as well as an app for purchase. And the nice thing is they have these game packs. I think there's 5 of them right now. Each one has between 5 and 6 games that you can then play, and everyone gets a code on the screen, and then on their phone they go to a website, they log into that code, and then they can put in their name, and then they show up as a player in the game on the main screen. And then you get trivia questions, you get different kinds of activities you can do. It's super fun. I play it all the time, and you can't not like literally have a sore stomach from laughing so hard from some of the games that you can play in it. And I also been trying to figure out, like, how can we do this remotely? And all you need to do is someone has to host the game on, an Xbox or a Nintendo or whatever, and then you just point someone's phone or camera at that screen, and then have a live, Facebook Live video, and share that with your friends. They'll see the game code on their screens, and then on their smartphones they can then watch or join the game, and you can play remotely that way as well. And some of these games you can actually have up to 100 players, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. But generally, for the trivia games and that kind of thing, they sort of top out about 6 or 8 players. So it's a super fun game. You can get the packs for anywhere from a couple of bucks for one game up to about $10 or $20 for a whole pack. And that's 5 or 6 games. And it's a whole lot of fun.
I got to tell you, I love that series, the Jackbox games. Like you're saying, it's all sorts of different games, from the trivia games, drawing games like the Pictionary type. It's amazing. Like I've played them when we've had friends and family over, and you can play these things for hours, and everyone, no matter how much they hate games or they don't want to do them, they all end up playing them. They are just amazing. And I play them on Apple TV, which is great. Like you said, I mean, it's available on pretty well all different types of formats out there. So the fact that you've come up with that little hack to play it remotely, I think that is super cool. What do you got, Graham, as far as games right now to while the hours away?
The big one came out on March 20th, and that is Doom Eternal.
Doom Eternal.
So back in 1993.
How old is that game? How old is that game? I remember that.
Back in 1993, id Software released this incredible first-person shooter game called Doom. And it shaped my life. It really did.
Yeah.
So it's been going as a series for quite some time. We saw, Doom 2 in 1994, and then we saw Doom 3 in 2004. In 2016, they rebooted the Doom series and to just massive critical acclaim. This thing it's ridiculous. It is a gory, visceral first-person shooter. I believe it is rated M for mature. This is not T for teen by any means. So if you've got kids, they shouldn't be playing it without your guidance, of course. But this is the latest version of it. They've been working on it, obviously, for 4 years, and it is absolutely incredible. It's just great arcade madness where you go up against the denizens of hell as they try to take over the universe, and you're the only one who can stop them. Truly a classic story.
What platforms?
It is available for PC on Steam. It is available for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and for Nintendo Switch. So there's a full gamut of your platforms, and Google Stadia, oddly enough. So for the 3 of you out there who are using Google Stadia, it is available for you to play.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fun fact about Doom is that it is typically the original Doom that you mentioned, Graham, is typically the first thing people try to put on a new platform. And people have ported Doom because the original version is open source. They ported ported it on all kinds of crazy pieces of technology, everything from like graphing calculators to price checkers, you see like at Walmart, to computers, Raspberry Pis, you name it. It's kind of a fun little thing. It's like if you can get Doom working on it, you can run anything.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm going to tell you my favorite game right now.
Yep.
And I think I've been playing this, I don't even know how long when it first came out. Remember Age of Empires?
Yes.
This thing came out. When did this thing come out? I think like early 2000s. It's old now. Anyway, they've kind of kept it. Microsoft came out with this. This is basically where you choose like a civilization, whether you're like the
Phoenicians or the Greeks
the
or
English, and you start from like the Dark Ages, building up your little town and your little armies, and you've got all these little guys on there. You got to have some of them do farming, some of them are going to dig for gold.
Some of them become soldiers.
And I mean cavalry and all this kind of stuff. And you go up through the Castle Age and finally to the Imperial Age.
Yeah.
You never get to modern age. But I've been addicted to this crazy game for so many years. And you know what's the beautiful thing? They keep updating it.
Yes.
They keep adding these new add-ons and upgrades. And now they've come out with like the HD version of this. My kids think I'm nuts, right? Because of all the games out there, I'm playing this game that's like 15 years old.
From 1997.
Okay. That's how old is it? That's 23 years old.
Yes, it is.
Oh my God. But anyway, this new version, they've just come out with a definitive edition. You can get it on Steam. That's, if you're on Windows, and it is freaking amazing. I just can play that thing for hours. Like an entire night will go by, and it's awesome.
Can I tell you a little secret?
Okay.
So back in the mid 90s, Microsoft had a beta program and an alpha program for games like this. I actually have an alpha copy of Age of Empires that still works on disk at home. I will bring it in for you.
Oh my God. That would be like my dream come true.
Done.